It's a smorgasbord of Brawl!
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars! It is a variety hour once again using the decks that were submitted as part of my 15,000 subscriber spectacular. And we're going to be starting off with Ziatora. This was DVB7's deck, and it's all about flinging your big creatures, getting treasures, dealing damage, and we've got some things that have very high power. Oh, looking at those Demogoth Woe Eaters, our Demogoth Titans! And they're never going to attack. We're just going to yeet them right at our opponent or their creatures, get some treasures, and have a good time. There's also some other things that make treasures just lower down in the mana curve. We've got a little bit of ramp here with our Delighted Halflings and our Llanowar Elves, the sort of things that you would expect from Ziatora. But there's a bit of spice in here too. I'm looking at that like Eudora Grave Gardener. Ooh, kill your creatures, turn them into forests. I love that. And of course, the biggest, the chunkiest, the funkiest, Yargle and Matani. I feel like Yargle and Matani, beautiful with Ziatora. In this video, fingers crossed, hoping I get to yeet a Yargle at somebody's face. Let's go for it. Layla, Artful Provocateur. Well, she makes a lot of fairies. Whenever they cast enchantment or artifact. If I had one more mana in this hand, I would absolutely keep it, especially with that Unleashed Fury. I think this is going to be a bit better. Because we have Lagomos, who makes and sacrifices a creature every turn, and Mayhem Devil, who will ping our opponent as we make and sacrifice those creatures. Or one of their creatures. Like, if they're making 1/1 fairies, we're killing 1/1 fairies. We love you, Lagomos. Michiko's Reign of Truth with nothing to buff. I guess just getting that ready to flip over. You have to target my creature. It's not a May. If there's only one creature on the board, you have to target it. You have to buff my Lagomos. Mickey, it says so on the card. Target creature. There's only one potential target. It doesn't make a difference. I can't attack. You're probably not hasting anything out at me. They're so upset about this. Listen, I've run into exactly this. Like, I'll have a Michiko's Reign of Truth out, and then a board will get wiped, or it's just like, oh, I need to play this, so we'll flip over a turn earlier. Okay, there we go. Look, Lagomos is a 2/4. Oh, very scary. Did you guys know Lagomos also has a, like, demonic tutor mode? But only if a lot of creatures die? No! Don't put Lagomos into the Glasket! He is now the fox in a box. How tragic. We're gonna get another black source out. Here's my Shakedown Heavy. If they go to destroy him, I can sacrifice him. But I would far rather attack in, draw cards, and sacrifice this to Ziatora. They only have 2 lands right now, which is not where they want to be. In we go. Uh-oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Oof. I eat my heavy. Also big sneeze. I want another red source for Terror of the Peaks. Too much sneeze. Oh no, did I still not have a third land? I do not. By the way, this is Fatal Pushable. That's great for me. Swinging in with my Solemn Simulacrum. Play land. Ooh. Orvold. What kind of tea did I get? My partner Nick made me peppermint tea, which is very nice. You thought I ended the stream? No, I typically stream for like 8 hours a day. I'll be streaming for like another 5-ish hours. I did have to take a break though. I take a break every hour. Oh no! Yeah, they got mana screwed. That's an unfortunate way to start the day, but sometimes it happens. This time, hopefully my opponent doesn't get mana screwed as we play against Tom Bombadil, played by Scarecrow Wilson. I have all of my colors of mana. I have the Master of the Review, a little bit of ramp, sacrifice. This seems good to me. We are doing some Jund stuff, Ace Hyken, which is the finest kind of stuff. I think everybody in this chat is a Jund aficionado. We all follow in the footsteps of the great Reed Duke. I'll be announcing the 40k giveaway winners. For the Warhammer 40k decks, I will be emailing them directly. And if they don't respond to their emails, then I will select new winners in like a few days after and continue on from there. The last time I gave away one of the Warhammer 40k decks, the person like never replied, and I waited a week and I was like pinging them every like 2 days like, hey, I have a free deck for you. You won this in a contest that you entered. Hello, would you like the thing that you won? I need more Rakdos. How do you enter? It's in the title. I do kind of want to get rid of the Dryad here. Use my Eldest Reborn. Because they're a 5-color commander, I think that cutting them off from the easy fixing of Dryad of the Elysian Grove is a good idea. Also, then they discard. And then I can have a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. And then I can sacrifice it to Ziatora to throw it at their face. Uh-oh, Displacer Kitten. I do not like that kitten. I'm not smitten with this Itten Bitten kitten. Am Devil. And Yuri. There are no bad kittens. You telling me this kitten's a good kitten? This kitten's not a good kitten. This is a nasty little kitten. This little nasty little combo kitten. Oh, and my plan here is the Eldest Reborn will sacrifice itself, which will let me deal 1 damage to the kitten, and then hopefully I'll be able to deal another damage to the kitten by sacrificing something else. Or just sacrifice Yuri. Is Yuri legal in other formats or just Brawl? Historic. And Historic Brawl. You sure have not played Sagas yet. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm putting a stop here. Staff of Completion. Are you gonna proliferate my Saga? Okay, no, they let me have that. Get sacrificed. You get bigger. We ping the kitten. I'll start swinging in. Thanks to that Dryad, I can actually play 2 lands this turn. Oh, that's so cute. They want to destroy target permanent they own? Well, I will sacrifice it. which lets me ping the kitten. Why ping kitten over face? Because that cat is bad news. Just trust me on this. Do I want to sacrifice anybody here? A lot of damage if I sacrifice Yuri. Yeah. Nice. That was 7 damage. 3 plus 3 plus another one here. And now we have 3 more damage just kind of chilling on these treasures. Fall of Lord Konda exiles my poor Ziatora. Bye, girl. I might be able to win this next turn. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Throw this. That's another 4. That's lethal. Three mana remain. But one of the mana costs 2 life. Search for Glory. They did pay 2, and they are tutoring for a snow permanent, legendary, or saga. They didn't pay any snow, so they don't gain any life. All of the threat. You want to destroy all our lands? Are you like... Are you sure about that? Well, I think we have lethal. No land destruction required. We don't even need to sacrifice something to Ziatora. I still will. Good game. Grok the Lich submitted a Ratadrabik combo deck. Well, it's a Ratadrabik Legends deck, but all Ratadrabiks very rapidly became combo decks with the introduction of Tempted by the Ring, which allows you to kind of infinitely sacrifice things like Boromir to their own abilities, things like Nazgul to their to any other free sacrifice ability like Ashnod's Altar, and just keep draining out your opponent. This is not a full combo build, but it does have other combos built into it because I see Veto and Exquisite Blood also in this list for sweet Ratadrabik combos. Ratadrabik, by the way, makes a non-legendary token version of whatever legend dies. And if you have Tempted by the Ring, the combo happens because then you can make it legendary again. So you can then kill it, and it becomes legendary, and then you can kill it, and it becomes legendary, kill it, it becomes legendary, for however many ways you need to kill it. Let's get legends. We're up against an Atali, Primal Conqueror, who steals spells from both players' decks. I don't think I can keep this because the only playable I have is a Village Rites with nothing to sacrifice. This looks better. We've got Boromir, by invitation only, Lolth, and Shelly. Very, very high mana curve in this deck. Hopefully we can survive with it. Two entire mana. They also have 2 mana because they use the Kami of Bamboo Groves to ramp. I take 1. Boromir! Boltspan Dragon will get them enough mana to play Atali next turn. I can infinitely sacrifice Boromir next turn. I mean, that doesn't, like, accomplish anything, but I can do it. I mean, it gets me fully Tempted by the Ring, so they can't block something. Makes my things indestructible in case they happen to rip a board wipe off the top. Here comes Atali. They got Shuldred and Invasion of Zendikar. So they got Ramp and then... Oh wait, never mind, they get nothing. Guys, did you remember Boromir has more text? Boromir rules. Yeah, if you cast a spell for free, no you don't. think I will cycle through Boromir here. Because that way I'll get a whole bunch of other abilities on attacking in. So yeah, I'll just do that once this comes into play. They get the land. That is the 7th land. This can attack and block. Yeah, this is part of why I was encouraging people to play Boromir in more decks. Alright, so we sacrifice. We get the token copy. We got tempted by the ring. We sacrifice. We get the token copy. It gets tempted by the ring. We sacrifice. We get the token copy. It gets tempted by the ring. Such a slow sacrifice animation there. Alright, and now we are fully tempted by the ring, which means that this will deal 5 damage if they don't block with the Kaalia Bamboo Groves. I feel like a Lolth could be fine. I'm going to start by attacking in. Pitiless Plunderer. That could give me infinite mana this turn. So I'll drop by invitation only. Here comes the Pitiless Plunderer. We sacrifice. We are then tempted by the ring. We sacrifice. Infinite loyalty on Lolth doesn't... It's not like actually that good. Her ult is fine. I want to make sure I can play the Sheoldred and the Ethereal Absolution. Boromir is amazing. Yeah, so in paper, I would just say I do this 500 times. I make 500 treasures. Lolth can ult? Yes, she has an ultimate ability. It's fine. It means that, like, whenever you're dealing combat damage, you end up dealing 8 combat damage. Here, I'll throw her out so y'all can see. Couple spiders. Actually, probably just want to draw a card. Because that's more things I can play this turn. Keep it up. Keep rolling. Your Honor, I have demonstrated a loop. Delicious loops. Nice. And they conceded, which is an appropriate thing to do in this situation. Good game. Hearthstoner Dad submitted a Magda deck. This is mono red aggro with a couple extra dwarves thrown in because they can tap and get mana. But you have to have ways to tap them, whether that be vehicles or just attacking in. And I think in this deck, there's not too many vehicles. I do see a few of them, but it's mostly just hit fakes, make treasure, and then use Magda's ability to sacrifice treasures to cheat out some powerful dragons or artifacts, or just use the treasure to cast those artifacts, because she's a good dwarf. Something I want to say, though, is Magda, being a strong mono-red commander, does match against other strong commanders. Let's see who we fight against. Up against Ragavan, Nimble Pilfer, a fellow aggressive commander. They can play theirs on turn 1, but they may just be playing on turn 2 instead. Let me get down to Mines of Moria. Helps me get more treasures. Ooh, they're going for the turn 1 Ragavan play. I do not have a way to kill Ragavan, so my expectation is if I play Magda, she will die. She's going to get bolted or killed in some way here. Let's see how it goes. Hello, Ragavan, you wonderful monkey, you. What if Ragavan and Magda kissed on the battlefield? They steppied. You're a monster, Ragavan! You're my favorite little monkey. I wonder what I will do to their commander. Who could have ever seen this coming? A Giuseppe. One good steppy deserves another. Seriously. Gives haste. Loves modify. Makes dragons. So these both make dragons. It's kind of cool. I like Atsushi here. It's a big creature. It can attack, it can block, and if it dies, treasures. That monkey got flattened. Well, if the monkey got flattened, so did Magda. Just a guess, they are going to have some extra damage. Sushi with 2 remaining life. Oh, we caught those hands. Make the treasures. Bone Crusher Giant. Wandering Barbarian. Make a treasure. Yes. Just a couple people hitting face, having a good time. We sacrifice this in response because this fizzles the adventure and it goes to the graveyard. The reason they did that was to keep me off of Magda's ability next turn. Just a couple of mono red commanders. Yep, yelling and screaming at each other as we yeet our creatures at face. Do I have 3 cards from my graveyard? I do not. I have 1 card in my graveyard. They'll be able to kill Magda again. But this will set up for playing Portal to Phyrexia next turn. Assuming Magda's not killed. Okay. You want a vocab word? Sure. Your vocabulary word is lumber. L-U-M-B-E-R. As a verb. Oh, cute. I'm fine with this. I'm actually going to decline and leave Magda in the graveyard for Mines of Moria. To lumber is to move slowly and awkwardly. The bear lumbered toward the garbage, drooling at the prospect of the leftovers he smelled. Synonyms include galumph, hulk, lurch, and stumble. Garbage, right? I love a good bit of garbage. They're not going for Ragavan this turn. Maybe they've got something else frightening in hand. There and back again! Nice! A Plundering Barbarian can no longer block. Which would be an issue if they had blockers. Portal to Phyrexia, take out the Dragon Master Outcast and the Bone Crusher Giant. They will have a Smog next turn, or in 2 turns. This can't block anyway, so I may as well attack in. And then next turn, at the start of my turn, I get to get a creature. Who do I want? I have 6 lands, so Dragon Master Outcast is pretty tempting. Bone Crusher Giant or Sushi are also nice and tough. And the Smog is going to be hitting me for 6 each turn. Which, Atsushi would be nice at preventing some of that damage. I think I'm going to start with the Dragon Master Outcast. Oh, Godfarer's statue. Make it impossible for them to cast anything. Actually, I probably should have kept this back, because it will be able to block this next turn. And I am not blocking with the Dragon Master Outcast. Hello, monkey! Aw, my stolen outcast! Found a Mox Amber. 3 mana for a monkey. Oh, but it costs 2. I guess use 2 to get 1. 1 slightly more permanent mana. So we need a flyer here. So we can draw off Tome of Legends. Zul's Fury. We could like do something like blocking and sacrificing. Sounds fine to me. Or do I want to play Bone Crusher Giant? I'll play Bone Crusher Giant. Chandra Torch of Defiance, though, gonna end this game. We can see what we get off exiling the cards here. It's a very low chance I would have a way to deal with Smog. I was going to say, if we make treasures, I could deal 4 damage. But 4 is not 6. Kaalia, Zenith Seeker, enters the battlefield and finds you Dragons and Demons and Angels, oh my. Which is what's in this deck. Dragons and Demons and Angels, oh my. It's got some of the best, scariest demons. Some of the sweetest angels like Avacyn, Sarah's Emissary. And also, you know, a couple of nice dragons too. Very good dragons with good technical abilities. And just on the lower end, we're in Mardu colors, which means we can play removal. We got Fractures, D-Sparks, Rip Aparts, Abrades, and a couple kill spells as well. And even a discard spell right there. A good Thoughtseize. Kaalia in this deck is also pretty good at just attacking people in the face because she's a 3-mana 3/3 with flying and vigilance. Hits face. Gets a big angel. Gets a big dragon. Gets a big demon. Puts them in your hand. And hopefully you will ramp up, get enough mana to cast some of those big scary creatures. Alright, Kaalia. Let's call out to our big flying friends. Omnath, Locus of the Royal. I have 2 mana. I'm okay with 2 mana here. I'm on the draw. I want to make sure I have 3 so I can actually play Kaalia. Okay, this is better. Hi Prim, 98. Thank you for the sub. So many painful lands. I'm going to get a Plains off this Fabled Passage. Hey Prim, I appreciate you supporting my channel with that sub. Ooh, oh gosh, that is a Llanowar Elves into Nissa. Thankfully, I have Rip Apart, so I can kill Nissa. Nissa with this Omnath is so scary because it's like, oh yeah, landfall, draw a card, get mana so I can cast more cards so I can get more lands. Not happening. I only have room in my hand for 2 demons. If this resolves, which it looks like... Oh, wait, they're gonna Harrow, but they could still have a 2-mana counterspell after the Harrow resolves. Ah, no, they went for red and green. Well, I don't need to overfill my hand anyway, because all I got was Spawn of Mayhem. This is fine. Nissa! Nissa would have come out last turn if they had that other Nissa out. So glad I killed her. Wish I could kill this. It's actually very tempting to block there, but I'm going to probably be wiping the board. I can wait one turn. Maybe blocking next turn. Yeah, I'm going to go for Key to the Archive. We got Time Warp, Lightning Bolt, and Regrowth. Time Warp's always helpful. I think I can drop Lulu. Listen, Lulu's adorable, but she's not that strong, and I could technically bring her back with Burial Rites if I really wanted to. But look at how cute she is! She's an elephant angel! You know that's cute. Oh, that's a lot more lands. And then a board wipe? Cool Mountain. Cool Mountain. They didn't attack N. I will go to combat. I will attack Nissa. Taking an extra turn. They're countering the extra turn. I was going to use the extra turn to kill Nissa and then wipe the board. But the more of these creatures that they animate, or more lands they turn into creatures, the more likely it is that I'll be able to kill them off a board wipe. But they have a lot of damage here. Here. Kaalia goes to the command zone. They play a land. They do not draw a card yet. Now they draw a card. I think that was the 8th land. They got a Great Henge. Entis Restoration is going to get them 3 more lands. Which will draw them 3 more cards and get them 3 more +1/+1 counters. By the way, they could put those counters onto one of these land creatures as well. They have a hoof. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana post-combat. They're playing Escape to the Wilds. That can get them another land into play. Ketria Triome, or if they want 2 landfalls, Evolving Wilds. Brawl's Expertise for a big old bounce. See a blink of an eye. Cool. All these painful lands. They still have so much mana, and I'm not in a great place. They actually have lethal right here off just playing Hoof. Let's see if they do it. Oh my gosh. Somebody who just, like, plays lethal? I respect that. No turtles, just kill! GG, Jason. There are lands among us. And this is going to turn those into floating mana. Also find elves and elementals. Elementals. This is a keepable hand. We have enough mana for Kaalia. We can ramp on turn 2 with the Signet. We got Gisela, Aurelia, and a Wrath of God. Since I have a bunch of things that have double white in their costs, I will use this to get a Plains. Whoop. Nice elf. You know what we do to elves in this channel, right, though? We could have also waited until next turn when they played Nissa and then bolted Nissa. I think both of them are pretty good plays. Alright. Did I have fun in the match? I didn't play a match, so no. This Azorius Tempo Geist of St. Traft deck was submitted by Andrew Kelm. This deck looks like most Geist of St. Traft decks I've seen, where you try to make the Geist a little bit more evasive by giving it, for example, flying, and swinging in repeatedly. You can also even make it unblockable. In order to protect it, it has hexproof already, but there's a whole bunch of counter spells to support this deck. If you go first, the Geist is super tough to beat because this thing is dealing damage, making an angel that swings in with it each turn. There's a couple other good cards in the deck, and also kind of the, like, Geist of St. Traft, but as an aura with the backside of Dorothy. It's pretty nice. This deck is a tricky one, though, to play against, so we'll see who we match up against and how the games go. It's Ratadrabik. Ratadrabik makes your mana dorks bigger and also untaps them when they attack in. And if you cast a big, expensive spell, they untap and get +7/+7 and trample. Can be very big and very scary. I want to make sure I have blue mana, so I am going to play this Jawari Disruption as a land. Turn 1, Circle of Dream Druids. Use Ossification, put the Circle of Dream Druids in jail. You live here now. Landlord Loam Speaker. This can tap a mana of any color. As can this, the Sanctum Weaver. Here comes the Geist of St. Traft. Currently not exactly a good blocker, but it can't be burned because it has hexproof. They swing in. That is a bunch of damage. Was that 8 damage? And we could go for flying. We could go for this. I think I'm just going to load up a whole bunch of auras here. So we're going to start with the Arcane Flight. Give it Vigilance, attacking and blocking. Curious Obsession, so I draw some cards. And sure, throw down this Curse of Silence to make it so Ratadrabik, if it dies, will cost a little more. Ratadrabik, or Guts Boss. And we swing for 9? 9. Have I done the Rona Nazgul deck? No, I have not. That was, I think, a pretty late submission. Yes, that is on page 172. So it is very far away. Next Flume Ancient is going to be tripling their mana. Are there any Rat Colony decks? Yes. I'll swing in here with a Geist of St. Traft. Draw a card. Ethereal Armor. We'll save that for next turn. And we're going to go to their upkeep. And we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to phase out the Nyxwim Ancient, Ratadrabik, Sanctum Weaver, Llanowar Loam Speaker. Your go. Hi. You have a way to protect against this. They have Heroic Intervention, exactly what they needed. There are no targets. Now all they need to do is swing in. Or hoof. Why not? Ah, a good game. Boop, 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 bonk, bow. The mighty knights that Ratadrabik rides with. Ratadrabik makes knights whenever knights attack in. Also, has a very, very pesky bit of protection, hexproof from white and black, which is most removal. Very frustrating. Have an Esper Sentinel. I can still bounce it, though. Ooh, nice. The Knight of Dusk's Shadow. Here's a Lantern Bearer. I want to see if they play a scarier knight before this next turn. Nazgul! Nazguls are knights! The ring may tempt you. But I only want you to gain 1 life instead of 2. The Knight of Dusk Shadow is now their ring bearer. Let's get out the Geist of St. Traft. Aggro v aggro! Let's roll. Not too much on there yet. I'm hoping to witness protection their commander, and I'm trying to figure out why they didn't play their commander. Maybe it's the Wanderer? Black Lance Paragon. This is fine. We kill it. What Magic game am I playing? This is Magic the Gathering Arena. Okay, they're exiling Lantern Bearer. I'm totally fine with that. It's a digital version of Magic. It's on a whole bunch of different platforms. Thank you for drawing me a land. Boss Reeves, Lieutenant! Who's getting that counter? Knight? No, it's not. Get out of here. Still saving that witness protection for their commander. Putting their knight under the banishing light. Buffing up this. Swinging in. Lots of damage. They're down to 5. I think the most interesting recent update to Arena is that Lord of the Rings got added. Nice. Worthy Knight makes a 1/1. They've got the Knight of Dusk Shadow, so they're fairly wide here. Buff up the Sentinel. That way it would take multiple things blocking the Sentinel to kill it. Nice. Oh, we wide. One more hit in the air should kill them. We don't even have to attack to have a hit in the air. Or we don't even have to, like, attack with a flyer, I mean. We just make an angel. A silly card. Oh no! But they made me sacrifice! This is fair. I could play the Geist again. Or we could hold the Tail's End. I'm playing the Geist. Give me a potential 3 attacking creatures. They haven't even played Radek. They had a couple opportunities where I think Radek could have come out, put a card in hand. Part of what makes Radek so good is about half of the cards that it can get are ways to kill your opponents. Or their creatures. Oh, okay. Invasion of Fiora. They can destroy my creatures, but casting this? I don't know if you noticed. That's a pain land. It killed them. GG, Radek. Thank you so much for watching this variety hour of Brawl Stars, and thank you to everybody who submitted decks for this video. I appreciate everybody so much for subscribing to my channel and helping me grow to the size that I am. Without you, I wouldn't be able to be a full-time content creator, and I appreciate you all so much. If you haven't seen your deck yet, just hold on a bit. I have like a 300-page total document that I've been chipping away at to get through all of the deck lists. If you don't see your deck at all in all of them when I'm done, sorry, it was either improperly formatted or just the games didn't work out good enough. But it's probably still in the VODs of my stream if you just want to watch the uncut footage of me, like, I don't know, fumbling and losing with your deck. I'm sure that's high-grade entertainment to some people. Thank you again for watching, and have a brawlful day!